Okay, good morning guys. Listen, thought I might do something a little bit different today. Rather than just my driving videos and travel, etc. So, this is a car navigation entertainment system. So I bought for my Peugeot 407 because the units in there, I think it's the RD4. It's a little bit long in the teeth, doesn't have the functionality that you want in this modern day and age. So I thought I'll buy one of these online, see how they go. So you can see some of the specs there. Comes in a pretty standard box. There's no real model number or anything on there because I actually went online to have a look for the model numbers. See if I could find a user manual, because there's no user guide in there either. It just comes as it is. So I won't do a full unboxing here. We'll unpack it in the car as we're installing it. But yeah, got it off AliExpress. It's about, was it just over 300 US, I think, 320, 330 US. All right, guys, in the car. So this is my Peugeot 407, 2006 model, if anyone wants to know. Automatic 2-litre HDI Diesel. Alright, so doing something a little bit different today. That's the car kit on the front, the Android console kit that we're going to replace. So I think this is called the RD4 or RB4 in the Peugeot. So we're going to change that out, change the screen, change out the module, so you can add things like USB, Bluetooth, phone connectivity. Just up to date, yeah, because that one, it still works, but it's a bit old. So we're not experts. Lucian and I are going to give this a go. There's no real instruction manual for this, so mate, yeah, if you want to, Lucian's going to undo the unboxing. We'll just show them what's in there before we start pulling the car to pieces. So all right, so I opened it last night, guys, to have a quick look. It was very well packaged. I'll put a link to the unit and the AliExpress buyer that I got it from. So yeah, there's a ton of cables in there. So that pack there, that actually just goes in as one unit from what I know. It's one of them, that purple thing is the actual, that allows the steering controls to work and everything. So it's got all the codes in there for the steering controls, volume control, that sort of stuff. So keep all those ones together, mate. And
yeah. 1, 2, fuck. Should have a lot. So
there's a lot. Yeah. Seems to be always more cables than plugs. So anyway, we'll just take it all out, show you all the bits, and then we'll work out how to put it all together. That's the GPS antenna, which will go up on the dashboard with some sticky tape.
Another bag. Really?
These have got, yeah, USB and antenna cables. There's a plastic tool there for taking the console out, which is really good, but that came with the unit. So that's the plastic tool for pulling the unit out. And I think it actually comes with a rear camera too, if you want to fit the rear camera, because one of the downsides of this, if you've got a rear parking sensor or camera, I believe it doesn't work with this unit. So you have to install it yourself. Yeah, just grab it from the middle, mate, and pull it out. That's it. Give me that box, man. Alright, make some space. So alright, just put it over here so everyone can have a look, man. Let's see. Alright, so that's the module. It's the module, guys. Yep. And then we've got the screen. I believe it's a touch screen. I think it's 1080 as well, so it's high definition. Cool.
Wow.
Wow. It's not good when you're about to start a job and you go, okay, wow. But yeah, we both did the same. Look, we've both got a little bit of expertise, so fiddle around with. Alright guys, so what Lucian's using here is the Torx, Torx, T-O-R-X, so it's a Torx 10. and a Torx 20. They're the two tools that you need, so Torx 10 and Torx 20. I'll give you a little look at the Torx tool if you don't know what we're talking about. So you might not film the whole thing, but you'll get most of this. We're just going to see how we go. Apparently it's meant to be, from what I've read on the net, other people installing it, they've had no issues with it, and it seems to just plug in and off you go. But there are a lot of cables, and a couple of them we're going to have to thread through the side airbag cover and through the glove box. Yeah, that's where he put it in, Lane, right in the middle. Alright guys, so you're watching this live, real time. So that bit was...
You take everything out?
Yeah mate, got to disconnect everything and make sure they don't fall back through the front. So that big unit there is the power, that's the power supply essentially. Then you've got the antenna cables.
Stay. Two more units to take out.
So you probably don't need it guys, but from watching this as we go and learning, might be an idea, here mate, give me that, might be an idea to get a bit of tape so you can tape the cables to the side of the console so they don't slip back in and disappear up the back somewhere.
This is the Torx.
Okay, so these are the Torx guys, these are the Torx screws.
One.
So that's how
Once she works too much.
that's how they look. So you need a 10 for this job. What was the first one? 10?
10 and now it's 20.
Okay, so we used the 10 to take the first two screws out. Now we're using the 20 to take the remaining two screws out. So there's only 4 screws in total, guys. So but yeah, like I said, in future, maybe for anyone doing this after watching this video, maybe a good idea, get some sticky tape and just tape the cables to the side of the console so they don't disappear.
And this one,
well, should pull down. I think it should come out as one unit, mate. It's like a combined
thing.
Yeah. Should be able to just lift the whole. No,
no, she doesn't move. Ah, it's another 4 screw. So you need to take this out.
Okay, so guys, it didn't. The other video I watched online of a guy doing this, yeah, there weren't any other screws. He just, but then I think it was a slightly different model.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. I think the car he changed his on was a little bit. It didn't have the actual full screen monitor there. It had the quarter panel monitor. So that begs the question then. Well, you can put them all in that cup holder if it's easier for you, so they don't. So this begs the question. It does. The kit that we bought is definitely for this model car. It's from 2006, 2005 up to 2010. So it will definitely work, but might be just mounted a bit differently. moment of truth, there should only be one cable on this, I believe.
It is one, but it's shorter.
So yeah, this is just a monitor cable, and then you get a bunch of new cables. You get a bunch of new cables that will connect the monitor to the unit, and this one, this cable, from what I believe, you don't actually use again once it's disconnected. Right, mate. So that one, mate, I think you don't use again, but we'll just keep it handy just in case.
Okay.
Alright guys, so I'll hang on to this for now just in case we have any issues and we need to reinstall it all, so I'll keep it all nice and handy. Alright, so what I might do here, I might just pause the video quickly guys before we get in. I'll just show this screen coming out so you can see what the screen looks like. Alright, so that's the new screen. Let's hope that the clip lines up to the clip. Yeah, looks pretty good.
Yep.
Alright, I'm just going to pause it here guys. I want to load the video that I was watching on YouTube just so we can have a... Okay guys, so we're at the point now, we've got the where we left off. Lucian's now, he's just taken the side airbag cover off. We disabled the airbag first. The videos I've watched don't say to do that, but I would suggest on the Peugeot, just because you're fiddling around with an airbag cover on the side, actually put your key in, disable the airbag, turn your ignition on to check that the airbag's been disabled. It will show you a warning message. Yeah, at least that way it's off. So now just stick it first, mate. Actually take the tape.
Like here?
Yeah, mate. Take the tape off. Just stick it exactly where we're going to have to do it anyway, so it's easier. Once it's stuck, it's stuck. Alright, so there's double-sided tape there, guys. So what we're going to do is mount the antenna. Yep, face up, and yeah. Alright, so now that that's in place, the cable actually gets threaded down the side, then the panel goes back on, and the cables get run through the glove box. And there's a USB cable as well with two connectors. Not really quite sure what that's for, but presumably it's to plug USB components in. So you could have one sitting in the glove box, and one maybe hanging out of the dash or something. Alright, so that was pretty, I shouldn't say pretty easy because I'm just sitting filming this, but Lucian's made that look pretty easy so far. It's just got to get that panel back on. Perfect, so that's clicked back in place. The antenna's mounted up there, and look, if that antenna comes off, it doesn't matter now, it's in place. We'll just get some more tape at some later stage and make it more secure, but for now it looks pretty good. So the bastard of this will be getting this USB cable and the cables pulled through, because they've got to come through the glove box and then up. They sort of got to come up. We're at the point now, we've got the unit out, we've put the cables through, and with this unit there's a couple of different adapters. So those adapters there that are square, there's three cables for the antenna. Yeah, there's the old silver one that you can see in the middle of the picture, and there's the two that Lucian's holding. Then there's the two square ones. Alright, so in the kit comes with a couple of adapters. It comes with a cable that's got a adapter on the end. That doesn't fit this model of Peugeot, but what it does come with in Lucian's hand, he's got a little silver adapter. So that comes in, it clicks into the original, and then that just fits into the back of the unit. And then the other two antenna cables, the green and the grey, you don't even need to worry about, because this should give enough strength to the signal. the issue that we are finding with this, it's going to be a bit fiddly. We'll probably come back to it when we get the unit in, but because of the cables, the way they're bundled, and in this Peugeot, between the actual unit and the screen, there's 2 ventilation fans, I think, to keep the display cool. Some models don't have that, so there's a lot of extra room to push the cables up and out of the way, so this is a little bit fiddly, just testing and adjusting, but we're getting there slowly. But the top bit, the screen took a little bit of fiddling, but you can see it actually clicked into place really nicely. It's really nice and flush and fits perfectly. But this bottom one, yeah, is a little bit of a pain because of all the cables. You've got to try and find a way to tuck them up and out of the way. And the one other thing at the moment, you can see the GPS cable that we've run it, Luchan's run it from over there. We showed you earlier, it's sitting over here, and the cable ran down through the airbag cover into the glove box, but then you've got to get a way to get it in behind here, which is proving a bit difficult. So for now we're just going to run it across the front of the unit, and we'll come back and fix it up later. Alright, we'll come back once he's managed to get the unit into place, and then we'll give you a bit of a test.
You will tell in the video.
I'm filming now.
Just press down the whole unit and she will fit.
Perfect. Okay, so guys, Luchan's finally sorted it out with the cabling, and like you just said, it'll touch it on the screen above just a little, so just sort of push down, a little bit of pressure on the module when you're sliding it in.
Not she will hit on the C.
Yep.
And she doesn't fit.
So
but
just
if
push down
push
slightly.
Down,
yep.
Press in the middle, she will fit perfect. Even with this cable.
Yep. So yeah, Luchan's run the GPS cable out the side, the antenna cable that goes into the glove box. We're thinking maybe, mate, you just want to point to where we're thinking about drilling a hole. Just open the glove box, and so we're thinking of drilling a hole about there, so it'll be hidden, and then just put the cable through. You won't see it. Yeah, excuse the ambulance, guys. We're literally on the side of the street here in Bucharest doing this, out the front of the apartment block.
Don't think you will take all this cover out, because it's all plastic here, so you cannot, even if you unscrew the screw from torpedo, that's it, it's plastic under.
Yeah.
So don't bother, drill a hole or...
Yeah, so that's good advice, because a couple of the models are slightly different. One guy we watched, he threaded something through, but he had a lot more room to work with. So we'd suggest either just running the cable the way it is now, if you don't mind a tiny little bit of cable being visible, or if you do, drill a hole just in front of the glove box and run the cable through. So yeah, just putting the screws in now.
And the whole screw is work perfect. You don't need new screws.
So the old screws, Luchan's just saying, work fine, don't need to use the new ones. And also guys, there's a lot of cables you really don't need to use. That it's a great kit, it comes with everything. I must say, now that we know how to fit it, and this seller, mate, I'll give you a shout out in the video. This seller's been really good, he's very responsive, he answered the question.
It's not long.
He's been really good. So, and this unit, it does fit now that we've got it in and Luchan's fiddled around with it, it fits perfectly. It looks really flush and nice. So yeah, there are a lot of cables that come in the kit, which is great, but there's a lot you don't need to use. So there is a cable for setting up, connecting to additional stereo components if you want. There's video cables to connect to the rear camera if you want to put the rear camera in, which comes with the kit. I'm not particularly fussed about having a rear camera. May put it in at some stage later, but at the moment no. So there's a bunch of cables you actually don't need to use.
Seeing is the distance, maybe because of this cable now here. Like here is good.
Yeah.
But here you can hit the finger.
Yeah.
Maybe because the cable.
Yeah. So mate, when we drill the hole we'll sort it out, but for now mate, perfect. Just a tiny little bit of cable there, but man, that's alright for now. So we'll just put the plastic caps in. It comes with 2 caps that cover the screws. And yeah, Lucian.
And when you want to take it out first time, just put like a nail, something under. Don't want to ruin.
Yeah, so the caps actually come placed in the unit.
Yeah.
So like Lucian's saying, go in from behind and push from behind and
maybe
push the
it's
caps
better
out.
don't put now, because we need to take it out again.
Yeah, we can leave them off for now because yeah. Alright, so we'll leave the caps out for now guys, but there are 2 nice caps that go in, fill in those holes. So we're just going to do a little test now. We'll just turn it on and watch the unit come to life. There you go, so the Peugeot symbol comes up straight away. Alright. Good old Android screen loading. I think there will be a setting somewhere to turn the Android to fast boot as well, so you don't get that every time obviously, because that'll be a pain in the ass waiting for it to start every time. Alright, there you go, so that's the dashboard. So just select, yeah, navigation. So this seller, it comes preloaded with maps for your country. So this should load a map of Romania or Bucharest. It should find our location. This is the initial startup, so see how we go. Thinking. All right. So 3D map loaded. It actually looks really good. It's good visual representation, and yeah, that's pretty much exactly where we are. Strada Stirbe Voda, so that's where we are. Stirbe Voda, that's where we are. Perfect. Oh mate, don't forget that volume too. I think is maximum. Yeah. Oh no.
0.
Oh, try the radio now with the antenna plugged in, mate.
Yeah, let me try to.
So a really nice responsive touch screen, it works well. Radio there, second one. So we're just going to try the radio. Volume. That's AM, mate.
Mate, it's working perfect. Because we are in Buk and this radio is from Bulgaria.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Serious? Wow. Mate, I didn't even notice, but Lucian's right, that's not Romanian. That's Bulgarian.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, we don't really want to listen. Mate, hit FM, press FM. Okay. Let's find a good station, like one of the popular Radio Zoo or something.
Pro FM.
Okay, awesome. And guys, yes, this car does have the JBL system in it. So
this is Pro FM.
So you'll get to hear in a sec, it's powering the JBL system perfectly.
It's loud, so
Yeah, that's actually really good sound. So the amplifier hasn't affected the amplification at all. So that's really good, man. That's cool. And mate, you just want to show them open your driver's door. Just watch this on-screen display, guys, so you can see the door works fine. Door alert. door comes up, perfect. I'm in the back seat, I'll open mine up, perfect. So yeah, look, all the sensors work. The controls on the steering wheel, mate, if you just wanted to show, so activating just volume control, or up, down with the volume. There you go. Okay, so Lucian just operated the controls from the steering wheel, steering column, so they work fine. If you turn the aircon on, you'll see the aircon control should pop up on the screen. I don't know, oh, you may be wrong. There you go, so the aircon controls come up. They don't stay on the screen for a long time, but as soon as you flick them, they're very responsive. They come up straight away. So guys, there you go. Yep, all the climate control comes up and everything. So look, all I'd say, guys, it's a great unit. We've spent, from the time that we spent when we started putting this in at what, 10 o'clock? About 10 o'clock. What's the time now? It's 12 now.
Time is not.
We've got to set that time. We've got to set the time on here, but it's actually 20 past 12. So 2 hours to install the system. 2.5 hours, and that was with a little bit of second guessing and stuff, so that's not too bad.
Smoke cigars.
Yeah, a couple of cigarette breaks, and but it's been installed, it's working, controls are responsive. You drive around with it obviously and see how well it works. Mate, do you just want to hold on, let me just hotspot again. We'll just show you one other thing, guys. I'll edit this out, but
you want the Wi-Fi or Bluetooth? Bluetooth is connected.
Bluetooth's connected?
Yeah.
Okay, well I'll just put hotspot on again, so mate, we can just want to show them video. Just click on video and see what. Okay guys, so this is we don't know where this is actually drawing this video from. It's whether it's loaded in the system, but this is a demo video, so actually plays really well. Alright, but if we go to YouTube, just go to Blue Channel, just go to YouTube quickly in the apps. So you got all your apps there. That other video is still playing in the background, just a pain in the ass. How do we stop that? Okay. Bit of trial and error, guys, but YouTube's loading. Just pick a song. Pick our favourite Justin Bieber. Alright guys, well we'll sign off here. That's the box again. Scrolls nicely, very responsive. Alright mate, cheers for the install.
No problem, anytime.
There were a few odd swear words here and there, but not too many. It was actually pretty good. So yeah, alright guys, hope you enjoyed that. I'll put links in the comments to the purchase where I actually got the unit from, and like I said again, this is a Peugeot 407 2006 2-litre HDI diesel, so yeah, fits perfectly. Alright guys, cheers for that.